episode 7. Here we are already of ITD. We've kind of shortened it down. In the Dirt. We give it a little cleanup there. ITD. Episode 7 brought to you by Lube Monkey. Gary and the gang down on Cumberland Street at Wakefield Oil Change Plus have been great to us. And get down there. Wednesday's Ladies' Day, I believe. Thursday they have a happy hour. Yeah, get down there for all your oil needs. And here we are. We got a packed show this week, and Kyle will touch on some stuff. Do some housekeeping there, Kyle, right now.
Yeah, like just how you guys have been the last few weeks. Can you like and share the video? That really helps us with our views and just everything in general. Just please like and share.
Yeah, we're still right around 7,500, 8,000 views a week. It's been still, yeah. We've had a few things happen this week that, yeah, the show's bigger than what we thought, and there'll be some changes coming, little ones here and there, and
little tweaks.
Yeah, little tweaks with a couple people helping us out, and another show asked us to kind of do a collab a bit, and
yeah, I'll maybe talk about that in the future.
Yeah,
I think that'll be good too.
Yeah, that'll be real good for us, and and things are going crazy. We're gonna do the trivia again, and this week Kyle will ask the question, and we got some oil bucks from Lube Monkey and Gary down there, so you can get some off your oil change. Get down there again, like I pump them up all the time. And we got another thing going with Dennis Orr. He offered his Devil's Dozen print, which is
gorgeous.
Which is gorgeous, and we have Vanna White here bringing it in, and here's a picture of it, and we're going to raffle this off next week, I believe. And yeah, go ahead on what we want them to do.
Yeah, what were you saying, number 9 in the post you wanted, John? So
yeah, or the ninth guy out of the bucket, something like that.
Just
the angles, the glares.
Well, you guys get the idea. So we're gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
9th guy in the bucket, and you can like and share it as well.
Yeah, number 9. You comment number 9, like and share, and we're gonna draw that. So that's pretty cool. And thanks to Dennis, he does a wonderful job. He's one of the many photographers out there. We heard last night there might be as many as 10. So yeah, So that's kind of what's happening on our housekeeping end. I have to give a shout out to Lee Roberts Yoga in Grand Prairie, Alberta. She helped me out last year, and I heard if I give her a good shout out, maybe she'll help me out again. So anybody who needs yoga in Grand Prairie, hit up Lee.
We got watchers everywhere.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, still some of the other metrics there. 40% of our viewers are women, which is
must be your good looks.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah,
must be you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm the old dude here. But anyways, yeah. So that and from all over, we have viewers in the States, viewers in Europe, viewers in Nigeria. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but you can see where they're from, and yeah, that's been good. This week we have a ton of scoops, eh?
Yes, we do. You especially.
Well, I might have been put. Yeah, people are sending me stuff too.
Yes, they
are. And that's another thing, guys. If you want to be your plans shared, send us some stuff. We reach out as much as we can.
There's no favorites here.
No, yeah.
Believe me.
Send us your info. We'll tell your story. We've got a couple other ideas. Maybe going in a bar and having everybody come up and do a little talk, or just mention their sponsors for the year and their plans.
Yeah, and maybe do a giveaway there.
Yeah, giveaway. Yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff in the making, and we're potentially going to have some more help come on. It looks pretty good for that, and yeah, the show's going to. Yeah, I think it's going to be for the better.
I think so too.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff on the go. But our rumors and scoops.
Yes.
Do you want to start, or should I start?
You can start. You got a lot more than I do, so
Whew.
I'll give you a break halfway through, maybe, and I'll go.
All right. Well, the first one is a street stock driver. She goes by a couple names.
Oh.
Sierra Tango, Sasha Tortelli, Torqued Up Racing. Well, I reached out to her, then she reached out a couple different times, and she's she's looking forward to the year. She went to the Bob Harris School in Iowa.
That
Came,
helps, like,
oh yeah,
most
you've
of
been to one, yeah. Came home from that and tore her car right apart, and decided to go through everything. Learned a ton there. She also has a new motor this year being rebuilt, and she says it's going to run because the person who's doing it knows about motors. So that was kind of that was kind of funny. She's going to run at Thunder City, Mosquito. She was at Ogilvy at the end of the year. She's going to try and do that, and she wants more experience, seat time, and be competitive, and to attract more sponsors.
That's all we can ask for.
Yeah, that's all we can ask for. And another girl, Amanda Smith, who came out,
New driver last year.
new driver, family ties to racing,
Raymond Smith.
mother, Jane, was
Yeah.
also in the ladies auxiliary and all
Yeah.
that way back at Riverview, and Mosquito had
Yeah.
that. Raymond had a wicked crash at Riverview.
I've heard about it, yeah.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh, it was a good one way back in the day, yeah. Yeah, that's before your time. Well, I'm dating myself again. I'm the old guy here. But anyways, Amanda, she ran like 5 to 6 shows last year. She's on the Devil's Dozen too. She's on that.
Oh
And,
yeah, I did see her on there.
yeah, she's on there too. But they took one of Ray's cars that he ran at Riverview out of the bush
Yeah.
and rebuilt that.
Well,
And she said maybe it was more work than they anticipated, and they ran into some problems here and there. But her goal is to improve, get more seat time, get out to Mosquito, hopefully the Northern Nationals at the end of the year. Lots of people like the Northern Nationals. Kyle and I might not have been sold on it 100%.
I think the Northern Nationals
I-
2002.
yeah.
Oh, that's
well,
not
that's another. Yeah, we liked it.
That's
We had
the
fun.
unfiltered
Yeah.
section.
Yeah, that's the unfiltered. That's for later. She'd also like to thank Baylock, who helped me out a lot over the years. Dennis and their gang down there were great, and Heartbeat Hot Sauce helped her. So she really wanted to make sure we thanked them. And yeah, here you got some now.
I got a few. I got Danny Young,
Ooh.
who come back racing the last
Yeah.
year or two. He just basically said he's going to be running the same type schedules he has this year, Thunder City.
Did he
same car.
venture out to Hibbing?
I thought he did. That's why I was kind of surprised. Yeah, I thought it
Or
was.
nah, the
Hibbing.
year before, maybe.
Oh, maybe it was
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
year he's
yeah.
back. Yeah. But yeah, he ran Hibbing all those years back
Yeah.
and running the late model. But
Yeah.
yeah, he just basically said the same. I guess him and his wife, they watch every week and they're fans of the show, so it was nice to hear
Oh
him
yeah,
say
and
that.
both of the Amanda and Sasha, Sierra said that they watch the show and they love it. So that's been huge too. Yeah.
So yeah, Danny just basically said same type schedule, just running around home, the same super stock cars. So.
Okay. Yeah. He picked up a new one last year because he had the
That's
old
right, yeah.
Mean Gene car that he bought off Sean originally, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, they picked up a new one last year. He's a front runner every week.
Smooth driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Another guy you might know, Tommy Smart.
Oh.
He took a
Barely know him. Yeah.
yeah, took a tumble last year. Remember?
Oh, that was a good one.
Down the front straight.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Danford guy there. So
Yeah, the new guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was. He just basically told me he's had a sore hip. I don't know if it's from the crash or just in general, but
Well, could
Couldn't
be in
have
general.
helped.
The
Couldn't
dude's
have
pretty old now.
helped.
Yeah. Good guy, but yeah, he's getting up there a little bit.
couldn't have helped though.
No, that can't help.
Yeah, and then Tom said so the hip's been bothering him, and he said he'd like to sell the new car. He said, and he'd like to maybe just race the old car bi-weekly or just whenever he wants to type thing.
Okay.
So I guess
I'm sure we'll see him
Well,
out there.
that's kind of
And I'm
reading
sure
between
he'll
the lines,
sneak his
yeah.
way to Superior
It
a
went
couple
from
times.
last fall not racing at all to this,
yeah.
so you know how that goes. Another guy I got, Justin Tugas, high school classmate of mine. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, same age. So he's running the street stock again. He's hoping for a top 5 in points. He kind of just reiterated how tough the street stock class is getting and stuff.
Oh,
There's lots
yeah.
of good drivers and cars. You get this, he's running a motor from his dad's street stock in the Mosquito days from the 90s.
Oh,
We were
wow.
talking about the Mitchells, this guy's
Yeah.
in the same boat here.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I didn't know if
guess
it's as many nights as the Mitch, but still. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
so he's
Yeah,
updating
something
that,
like
he said. And then the biggest news is, I guess his wife is expecting a child at the end of May.
Well, we got another
that's-
guy expect.
And he's in Mexico right now, he said he's going to be watching, so.
Oh, we got a guy in Mexico watching. That's
Yes.
cool.
So,
You also got maybe a guy who watches the show who says he's coming up here this year?
yes, Chippewa Falls, Hot Shoe.
Yeah.
'07, Corey Crapster there.
You're a car builder.
Yeah, I know him personally. So he's running a late model and a modified, a Wasota car. I think he said and a USRA, so I don't know where he's fitting all these cars, but.
Well, the shop's nice. I was there last year.
Yeah,
you got
it's
a
very,
really
actually,
very organized setup. Beautiful.
Actually,
there might be a car like yours sitting in there right now.
Anyway, so Corey just said he's going to be running kind of all over. I don't know if he's committing to anything, but he did tease about coming to Thunder Bay for one of our invitationals. So
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won a big B-Mod show last year out in Wyoming. We mentioned that last
Yes,
week.
that 10 or whatever, what, 10 grand?
Yeah, I think it was 10 grand. Yeah. The
So,
one Jamie Davis was in. I think Jamie was up there second, third too, maybe
top
somewhere.
five, yeah, somewhere.
For sure. Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah. I reached out to Dayton Brady.
Yeah,
We talked. Personally, we talked about him. Yeah, to see if he and I reached out to see if he was coming back racing. He ran good there in an older car. He won a feature.
Yeah.
He had one of the. That might be the best pass I've ever seen in racing. That one.
It was just balls deep track.
Yeah, he was committed, and that night I was super excited. I wasn't quite racing yet, back to racing, but that was unreal. But he said next year.
Okay.
He'll be coming back next year, which is good.
It would be nice if he was back in the A-Mod maybe, because a couple guys could maybe move up in the A-Mods, but that'd be nice because I think it would help the class. But he was getting more competitive, like you said, won a feature. So
here a Hornet driver, Hunter Marshall.
Yeah,
young kid.
Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Nice kid. I coached hockey against him many years.
Yeah.
He was never on my team, but I coached against him.
I run into him at Kelsey's sometimes. He comes out and just gives me a drink there. He
really?
at Kelsey's.
Yeah.
There once in a while.
And he's got a new car coming, and they're just waiting to put the cage in.
Okay.
So he's hoping to be out there for practice night, but not quite sure yet. Another guy, a B-Mod driver who started last year, bought Tanner Ulakovic's car.
And he didn't come out last year, though, right?
No. Oh, Rob Squiddy.
Oh, is that who it was? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, was it Billy Miller?
Yeah, I don't even know where that car is.
The one.
I don't even know who bought that. Yeah. They bought the whole program. Yeah, that car is out there somewhere. But anyways, he bought Tanner's car, the Shaw car.
Yeah.
And he was out at Mosquito lots practicing, and he got better at our track throughout the year. He's got a new motor, an awesome wrap from Sign Design. I did see it teased there, and I seen it in the Sign Design shop. It's going to look real cool. He's got some new updates on the car. He's doing some tin work too. He's a tin basher, and a whole rework on the car and a new motor, and he's looking for more seat time and to have a good year. Another guy, you mentioned babies, John Garrity and Vanessa Wiley. John gave me this information earlier, and somehow I missed it in my thing, and I apologize to John, but here, it was his birthday the other day too, I think. Happy birthday, John. Anyways, he's going to have a laid-back schedule this year with the new baby coming weeks away in April. And he'll run a full Thunder City, Mosquito when he can, and hopefully some invites at the end of the year. And he's teasing a color scheme change.
Oh.
He's been kind of, so he's thinking something different.
What's he,
white and blue kind of thing. He used to be a Sign Design through Jen. Hopefully he goes back. You got to go there. So, and another guy.
The list is endless.
Yeah, Rick Reed, another Baylock dude who was along with myself and John Topazzini and Amanda. He's back for his final season.
What number is Rick Reed?
Are you going here?
Oh no, that's the guy, though, right?
Yeah. You're going back to this again. Anyways, Rick's back for his final year. Yeah, he's back for his final year. He's going to retire and have a family member drive. He's got a new subframe.
Okay.
And he's coming back one more year. Rick, he's got to be the oldest dude. And he was a couple years older than me in high school, so.
Oldest dude in his class.
In his class. Oh, yeah, no, in his class, no.
We might have mentioned the guy.
We've got the oldest dude out there already. We've talked about him. Yeah, we know the number. Oh, yeah. CRT driver, Nathan Henney.
Yep.
Man, he improved, right? I said that to him. Good stuff.
Lots of talent, just
Lots
like
of talent.
Yeah,
Young kid, young line, beast, yeah. So anyways, he's got a new motor. He's going to run Thunder City for points. Emo as much as possible. The Little Dream. I think a couple other people. Maybe one. Yeah.
Rick Simpson. But
yeah.
At least our guests might.
One of our guests might be. I don't know if that's in their cards again this year. I know they've been there, but Little Dream, Superior, and they got a new body and.
Yeah.
Well, we got to. Oh, there's something else.
I think when I was.
I know what you're thinking.
We can't forget that.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
We're on the same page here. Hey, Barry Braun.
Yeah.
What's going on? Hey, you count on Thunder Bay drivers a lot, right? I would think. No, not a lot throughout the XR. He's got all kinds of other events, but
yeah.
But the Northern Storm or whatever, our Invitational's the same weekend as that.
Yeah.
Only
so many weekends in a year is kind of the excuse I see, but I'll leave it at that, I guess.
Yeah, like those cars are lots of the cars that would be coming here, I would think.
It's kind of took the wind out of my sail when I seen that.
Well, yeah, I seen it.
Seems to be a pattern.
I'm sure there might be some Thunder Bay guys who go run that.
Yeah, which is a shame.
There could be. I'm not sure, but
I just don't. I don't see the benefit of that at all.
Yeah, well,
and it's, what's that? 3 nights. It's a Northern Storm.
4.
Oh, yeah.
It's 4 nights.
It's better.
Yeah, it's 4 nights. So I think it's Grand Rapids, Hibbing. I can't even remember what else.
That's.
Yeah.
I gotta keep my cool here. I think.
That's
asinine.
Well, we said that last night when we were talking, and we commented on their little page, but no one really. They don't. But whatever.
Lots of improvements that they made.
Yeah.
Hibbing Speedway.
The Hibbing Speedway. Yeah, I've raced Hibbing a bunch in my life. Have you ever raced it?
No, I've never really.
You've been there.
Nothing turned me on about Hibbing, but
yeah. Well,
Labor Day shootout trains, but
yeah, I've been there a bunch of times, and
but
I'd like to get there.
I'm just kind of.
Yeah,
we've been trying to get this info with this heartbeat. Now you see this Northern Storm 4 nights in a row scheduled on top of it. It's kind of dumb, but
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll lose some cars, but you know what? Maybe with the way everything's going, who knows?
I better.
We'll leave it at that. But now the trivia part here.
Yes.
So we got to get to the trivia.
We're changing our tactics here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fan question, or?
Yeah. So the first person who has the correct answer will get. I guess we should have told Deb the correct answer.
Yeah, that would have been.
Well, okay. Yeah.
But she can read the answers, and we'll get it to. Well, it's for some oil bucks down at Wakefield.
Yeah. Gary Lindquist. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got for a trivia question?
Okay,
you teased me before, and it took me a while, and I didn't quite get it.
I think they'll struggle with this a little. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, there's some guys out there who are going to get this.
I was going to say a couple guys will get it. The historians.
Yeah.
So I think Danny McMahon passed away in 1996. Unfortunately, I think he hit a tree when he was snowmobiling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 1997, Superior had some sort of invitational. The Danny McMahon Memorial, they called it. Who won the late model feature that night is going to be the question. The driver is from Thunder Bay. That's all I'll say. He's still alive, still goes to the races at Thunder City, and it might not be who you think it is. I'll say that. But
it's a good one.
I was trying to. I told Johnny before the show because I thought I was going to ask Johnny tonight. I kind of forgot about this. So that's all I'm going to say. 1997, Danny McMahon, late model feature winner. The drivers from Thunder Bay, Ontario.
And we got crickets out there. Nobody's answered that. Kyle, we might have been.
Once he gets a couple drinks in him, he tends to repeat this story a lot. So
he's a good guy.
He's a real nice guy.
Yeah, real nice guy.
I don't know what
you're not giving it away.
Worked at one of Thunder Bay's.
I bought a motor from him. What?
Tom Nesbitt?
No.
Okay.
It is not
Just
Tom
keep
Nesbitt.
Yeah. So it's a little lag, right?
Yeah, there's a little Joel might.
Rick Cox?
Oh, who said that?
That is Shannon Belgrade.
Oh, wow.
There's your answer, Rick Cox.
There's your answer, Rick Cox, 87.
Sorry, Julie Corrich. Sorry.
Julie Corich Young, yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rick Cox.
Yeah.
There we are. Well, okay, the trivia was a success. Yeah, so Julie, get a hold of me and on our page, and I'll drop off at Fort Garry some.
Started on the front row with Mr. Moneybags hot door there and drove away. That's the story. So.
Yeah. Well, that's before your time.
Well, I was 6 years old, but yeah.
There you go.
But I wasn't there.
You weren't there for that one? Okay. Well, here we are. It's guest time. And our sign design, which I forgot last week to mention, and I had a post out there, they're the sponsor of the Dirty Lounge. So here we are for our guest. We'd like to welcome Curtis and Kat Stieh to the program. Here we go, guys. Maybe they're here somewhere.
What's that?
What is this? Oh, it's family! Oh, wow, look at this. And there you go. We now have entrance music. Who would have thought that? The whole family here? This is our biggest audience by far, eh, Kyle?
Yep.
But,
bring the circus.
well, hey, here we are. What do you guys think? And what are your thoughts on being on the
Dirty Lounge.
Yeah, in the Dirty Lounge. Stay dirty.
How dirty do you want to be? Stay dirty?
Yeah. You had a little play on that as Curtis stayed dirty. That was a great one.
I think it's an awesome opportunity for us racers. It's an elevation of our platform. It's amazing that you guys are doing this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, we're having a ton of fun with this so far, and we'll just see where this whole thing goes with us. But yeah, it's been great for all the racers to reach out, and here we are.
Yeah, it really brings people together. It's something to talk about, the long winter.
Yeah.
Brings everybody back. But so at the beginning, does anybody remember Let's Race Thunder Bay?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was part of it, right?
Right,
Yeah.
that was mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be a big interview boost and everything.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right, too. Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So this is you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Curtis is full of info. So, Kat, I guess you're going to talk about yourself first and how you got into it, and tell us a little bit about yourself. And
Yeah. So I don't have a family history of racing like all the guests that have been on so far. But what I did was I started in autocross at the Thunder Bay Auto Sports Club. I brought my car out and I won.
Oh.
I didn't know that I was any good at driving until I showed up there. I did the whole season there and I ended up pulling the championship for that year. And I was hooked ever since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then after that, we sort of migrated to drag racing, a little bit of road racing in Brainerd. We went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was awesome back in the day. Awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then fast forward a little bit, we ended up buying a farm, as everybody kind of knows, I think. So we farm and race, and obviously when you buy a farm, you also inherit like 30 race cars too. So with acreage comes, race cars, which is awesome. We ended up getting a little red Honda that I ended up racing at Mosquito.
Yep.
Back when Thunder Bay
Oh,
Dirt Trails was there. Yep.
Yep.
So my first start was Hornets basically, which was awesome. We had a super great time there. I loved it. We actually brought it out, if you've seen the pictures on our Facebook page. I took it out to the ice races.
Yep.
Yep. So we had fun bringing that out. Fast forward a little bit, and basically we did the Dairy Queen with it as well.
Mhm.
And that was fun. He looked at me. He's like, if you want to race every week, you're gonna need a reliable car. So we went into the pasture of the race cars, and the street stock was there.
Oh, you'd already had one.
Yeah, he ended up buying it a while back. He actually drove it at Emo before.
It's Riley,
Yeah, Riley's Matthews.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, old cards.
Yep.
Churchill car.
So that was what you had first.
Yeah. So when I started, when they did that one
Yep.
day, or the one race weekend,
Yeah.
I did it with that car, and then the first full season, I did it with that car. And
Okay.
then I ended up with the new car.
you had a lot of close chances of, like a lot.
We'll
right?
get into that. When you
The
pass
rest
guys
of us-
win, I have a lot of almost for me, but yeah, no, it's been a lot. So our family believes in three big things that make money. It's horses, farming, and racing. So here we are, bringing into the season. So yeah, it's been a ride.
Well, I don't know if do we want to stay with Cat or do we want to see how Curtis?
Get Curtis.
Yeah, Steve, maybe go through your. I think it's pretty interesting. Go through your whole.
Oh, it's a long one, but
Yeah.
It's a great one, actually.
Let's just make that one quick because it's crazy. Because is it mostly dirt track fans that are watching?
Well, for sure. It's dirt track. But give us your whatever.
No, it's pretty good. Like all the way through the years, this racing is kind of in the blood. So whatever, it's just always gets brought up.
Well, you have a family history of racing, right? The Stieh name has been around forever in Thunder Bay.
Old as dirt.
Well, yeah.
No. We've been around racing, so it's a hot topic usually. So like even from back in the day, from BMX racing with Jay Muron.
Do I remember him? Jay Muron, we played hockey against each other. He's the same age as me the whole time, and he went to St. Ignatius, right by me. Yeah, I remember him, and he had the BMX. He went on to be famous in that, and built bikes and
Pretty incredible.
X Games and everything else, right? Yeah.
Yeah, done a big talent. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Like as the years go on, there's different things. I went out to Chippewa to watch some ice races, and I seen Tyler Hines, and he won the feature. And he was a young guy at that time. I'm like, there's a name.
Yeah. Former racer, yeah.
A hood car.
Yeah, a hood car. Yeah, I'm like, smokes, that guy's he's doing really good. Maybe I can do that. Maybe, just maybe. So put together a car and ice race for I think 13 years.
Okay.
A lot of people online. That's where I originally met Ed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people throughout there. And, there's also mud bogs.
Yeah,
Everybody remember
Oaken,
mud bogs?
yeah.
Oaken mud bogs. Holy smokes, big parties. That was right. And there's also Terrace Bay. Terrace Bay, when it first started off, it was just like how the dirt track started off.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Parties, a lot of people.
Well, I remember going to those first couple. It was like there was 15,000 people there, or whatever it was. It was crazy.
They used to haul in a jail cell. It was so busy.
Yeah. Well, they could. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. You RC raced with Scotty Dubois too, right?
That's another one.
I forgot
How
about
did
that.
you know about that?
Summer research.
Yeah.
He Googled you.
Yeah, Scotty Dubois. Scott rear-wheel drive.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we remote control race. That's great. Yeah, for quite a while actually. Yeah, we raced everything. So lots of things. So one thing I wanted to ask is to see the viewers like it. What you guys remember me racing?
Well,
it's been around.
I think you were gonna get there, but I remember coming out of Mosquito because you were buying tires off me. In that B-mode class. I think that's kind of how you got your feet wet in the dirt, was it not?
In the dirt, it was Ryan Matthews Street
Wow,
Stop. So
okay.
we pieced that thing together.
But that's before there was nothing around here, right? There was.
I think it was the first hint that something was going to happen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was the first hint. Let's get something going, and it happened. And we're like, Logan Segrist, he had a B-mod sitting there forever, and he's like, it's ready to go. Come fit. And
Seekers.
yeah,
Really?
old name.
Oh, yeah.
Wade Seekers.
Seekers, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's where the Honda came from too.
I know. That's where the Honda came from.
Oh, wow.
Down the
Small
line.
world.
But so we got the B-mod going and just picked away at that thing and tried to figure out some dirt, just have some fun. Actually, originally it was just hanging out with the buddies like Jeff Kelly and Scott McKinnon. Bill Sweet. We would.
That's a good crew right there. You got there's some fun to be had there with that gang. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, one of them.
Yeah.
beers were drank there, but it was always great racing with those guys. I remember emo. It's like early in the career and just figuring stuff out. And I remember I was doing well. I might have been maybe 5th from the back.
Yeah.
I loop it. I get put to the back in the feature. I'm like, this is where all my friends are. There's Bill.
Yeah.
There's Scott. There's Jeff. And we had the best of times. That was early stages of growing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it turned into the A-mod. Because I didn't like 2 barrels.
Yeah. So you show up at Thunder City with a GRT you picked up from. We talked earlier, Kerry Halopka.
Yeah.
And here you are. You show up. You got a 604 crate. What happens?
Was that before you were hooked up with that, or is that?
that's before.
Yeah, okay, we'll get to that.
That's your own, this is your own equipment.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What happens there?
So that was the thought is, the 2-barrel and it was good and all that stuff. I'm like, Jesus, man, I want the power. I want
Yeah.
something, the 4-barrel, alcohol, that would be cool. So making A-mods, I'm like, I'm not going to do very well. I'll just put around and whatever. And it was actually a good strategy because there wasn't many A-mods at that time. Now there sounds like there's going to be quite a few. But anyways, as got going, started figuring things out. The car was complete wrong. Change this spring, change that spring. Listen to this person, Sean Polnowski. He helped me. He helped me to get me where I needed to be. You just go there. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning this. I don't know it all. And so, you please help me. And he set me on the right direction. And by the end, it's like, wow, this car is actually doing exactly what it's supposed to. Because like you could drive and you can floor or whatever, but they're like, no, you got to go in the corner. You got to be all up in the gas just to get it around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And then you win a race with that 604 crate.
Yeah, right around the bottom. It's not
Right?
the tires.
So that's huge.
That's awesome. Hopefully that is inspiring for other people to come out and give it a try because the track sometimes is just gonna work.
Well, I think most nights
I think
there.
a lot of guys can be competitive in the A-mod. That's kind of what my
Yeah.
spiel was earlier.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I think there's enough guys that if they, I mean, a lot of it's money and stuff, but you proved it yourself though with 604 and
Yeah, she tells me
more
that,
than competitive. So
she tells me that I race well, and I said, "Oh, I just get lucky."
That's all he ever says. I'm like, come on, 60 years doesn't help.
I get lucky.
Yeah.
And it was a lucky day. Like I started pretty close to the front, and found the traction and kept on going. I could hear the guys behind me.
Oh yeah.
604 doesn't have to make enough steam. You could hear Tubbsy's engine behind me. I was like, he's right there.
Yeah.
Go.
So Kat, let's talk about your almosts. And
My almosts.
yeah,
Oh
like
God.
wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. As long as you need, but
Yeah. I think this season was really inspiring for me because it was the season before was a lot of mechanical issues, things that just don't happen.
yeah, I remember seeing you in line even a few times. But
As well.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be
So
behind you in the V-mods and you'd be out of your car trying to fix something.
it was crazy. So that was like I just had to suck it up and get through it, which was great. This year was brand new chassis, try it out, do what you can do. But then it was like, yeah, it was wild. A lot of the window net was the big one for me. That was
Yeah.
pretty inspiring. And I don't know if anybody knows, but when we went to emo, I don't remember what race that was with AJ, where I was doing the 15 and almost 10. Was that right at the beginning?
How was mid-season?
Yeah, so mid-season we went to emo, and I ended up doing the feature, led 13 out of the 15 laps, 3 corners away from the checkered flag of my life, wiped the car out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And that might happen at our track too. One time.
Lots.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, and then I didn't figure out they didn't have rear brakes until midway through the season, and when we went to Mosquito and tried it out and hit the tire in the infield.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was up there running it. I'm like, who's this rookie driving this thing?
And I can't even make fun of him because I need to learn to communicate, obviously, because he's just like explaining. I'm like, I don't know, brakes.
She have back brakes?
But yeah, it was awesome. Like my almost because AJ came up after and he's amazing, right? He's raced forever, and he's like, I wouldn't have been able to pass you if you didn't totally mess that up. So it was pretty cool for me, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't have the back history of racing. I'm very grateful to be there. The guys, obviously, as the guys say, they're super competitive, crazy class, not just like B mods A's.
Yeah.
It's all the same, but yeah, super grateful to be out there. And a lot of almost for me, which
Yeah. Well, this year probably is hey.
this year's the year. I'm hoping.
And that class is going to be ultra competitive.
Oh,
this year.
it already is.
It already is.
yeah, it just somehow gets more. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like somehow gets more. Right?
Yeah.
Another layer gets added to the
Every
street
class.
side. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's now here we are. Season 4 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So season 4 guys are
Yeah.
guys are getting better and better and better, right? And maybe season 1 and 2 you could sneak up in there through the little
Right.
bit, but everybody's improving out there. It's getting better and better competition wise.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have 3 B mains for sure. I feel like you're right. We'll be almost
Yeah.
up there with the B mods.
Catch it.
I don't
Yeah.
want 7, but
Yeah.
yeah. I remember when I started, I was getting lapped. So when we first started with the old car, to just be where we are now is huge, right? To
Yeah.
win some heats and B mains is a big deal against those guys because some of them are awesome.
Oh, for sure.
They're all awesome.
Let's talk about your family. You guys got a bunch of cars coming this year. Can both of you guys can touch on it and take a turn at what's going on here?
Yeah, if you guys are out there seeing most of the wrenches. They're learning as they go, and for sure they're having to work with Dad. And Dad needs to learn how to keep school, but it's not what dads are for.
Yeah, maybe talk about that, Curtis. With Connor starting last year, and then your other boy, maybe you said is going to start this year. Just talk about how Connor was learning all last year. And you were saying maybe you had a heart attack or two along the way.
That's it. That's my goal for the season is not to have a heart attack. But his very stressful. His thought is, it's a good thought, right? You're sitting there. Let's go racing. Let's get the boys racing. You know, they could do this. And then when it actually comes down to it, folks, you're sitting up there, you're not breathing, heart's pumping, you're like, oh, nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
So it was one of them things where you're like, okay, well, let's get them in a Hornet. And you're like, well, those Hornets are pretty expensive at times, and to make them actually really safe and well could be a struggle. And you'd be maybe trying to start with a fresh chassis and build it yourself. So we're like street stocks, and you're like, so street stocks start at what, 20,000?
Not attainable, yeah.
What did they start at now? It depends.
Yeah.
That wakes up. Do I put a 1 or a 2 in front of the number? It's very expensive. And so the street stock thing was like, wow, it's maybe to get something that is good quality. Kind of concerned about seeing Sean Reed's roll cage there before. It scares you a little bit.
Yeah. So Connor goes in a B-mod, and now he races the year. Now you have a street stock again.
So Connor raced, and he's conservative. He made it through the season, gained confidence that, this is possibly, it could happen. This is okay. He's not causing too much trouble out there. He was pretty clean at the back, learning, got his feet wet. But Colton is the one that he bets his life on racing. He loves racing. He loves Andrew Pilo.
Loves Andrew Pilo.
Okay.
He loves racing. Like that's what his heart's set on. You'd have to hold him back. So when you think about putting effort into racing, is how you take it away from him.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey Colton, we got the old GRT. Maybe you want to do B-mods. Okay. And she's like, nah, his heart's set to race with Andrew Pilo. We need a street stop. So we're like, it's kind of unattainable, but the money for a street stock. So she's like, why don't you put a cage in that old car? And that's the reason why we kind of decommissioned it, because it was repaired. It was repaired well, but the concern was, it was like, you get in the car, you race it, and we're gonna move out of that just for safety factors. And then she's like, just put a cage in, weld in it. I'm like, easy said and done. And so then we talked to Wayne, and he's like, got a cage kit for that? And, oh yeah. So we had Scott Gregory weld up cage for it.
Oh, from Alloy Tech, yeah, another good guy. That's helped me out.
So we're putting that thing back in the gear. It's gonna be safe for him, and yeah, out of trying to build a car for a child is, Colton's, you can see it touches his soul. He loves that stuff.
Perfect.
He's over there smiling.
Yeah,
he's like, I pulled the rat hoses out of the back 40.
Yeah.
I got a bet. That was last night. He's awesome. Yeah, he loves it.
So now with you after that year, Curtis, of driving your own stuff, how did the deal come along with Ed, Kelly, Automation Now, and
George
all
Morales.
that? Yeah. How did that all come about? And look where you are now, right?
Yeah. I guess it's tough. There's a story, and so you're just like, how does it actually come? But I guess it's a lot of backstory from ice racing, being familiar with each other and how it all kind of plays out. So Ed phones me one day and just, hey.
Ed Fukushima.
Yes, Ed Fukushima, our number one. He's mastermind behind that.
I'm just make sure viewers know that's all.
Yes, Ed Fukushima. And he's talking to me about A-mods, and I'm super excited. He's talking about A-mods. This is cool. He's going to get into A-mods. And we get to the end of the conversation, we'll probably go an hour and a half about A-mods, and he says, no, I'm going to get you one. What? Whoa.
Wow.
What an opportunity. Yeah, definitely. So that was a hard take for me because it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You get good sponsors, like you should be jumping for joy. Well, I ran subpar stuff forever. It's kind of how I had, I didn't have anything good.
Yeah.
I was always got by with duct tape, Band-Aids, and tie wraps. And this was the opportunity to do something good. So scared. So scared to get going, spend, racing somebody else's, investment is,
Yeah, well, there's that, yeah.
but I soon, after we got racing a little bit, I soon learned that it's like, don't hold back.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, you'd like to let her eat up top there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and would just say, well, you gotta go around the fastest line around the track, and it's at the top.
Yeah.
At that time, Tanner will.
Sometimes for sure, yeah.
Oh yeah, Tanner Williamson likes that line. He's made that famous out there.
Yeah.
So the two of you last year
Yeah.
traveled all around Canada basically, and the States. Really, you guys did a ton of racing last year. Yeah.
I ended up making my office work from the motorhome because I was like, we're racing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. We're gonna do the same kind of tour this year, right?
Oh, look at this.
We have tons of fun in Winnipeg.
We'll
we
see.
have a crew there now, right?
Yeah, lots of good.
Yeah, your Dead Horse Creek Speedway. You got to win.
Yes, I did.
That's huge, right? An invitational kind of win.
Are we getting a cut from that Dead Horse Creek? Cause we sure
I don't know. We got to get free pit passes for there if we come up there. But we mention them every week.
Yeah.
And these guys have been there, and
Yep.
the vibe you said is similar to here because it's kind of an invitational kind of thing, right?
Exactly. Dead Horse Creek is, it was like, we're gonna make a trip out of this, go to Winnipeg, Nemo, Dead Horse Creek, and we're like, it's far out there.
Yeah.
But we gotta do it, let's do it. And, the vibe was, it wasn't a weekly racing vibe, it was an invitational, where the guys were, the track rep was just crazy, they just, at all costs, didn't matter what it was, they were gonna make that track right. They were gonna make it fast, they're gonna make it grippy, they're gonna make it smooth, they're gonna do whatever they could to make it, the best show possible. A lot of rain, it's tough on them, but, they made whatever they had to do.
Yeah. So good people there. You guys had a great time there, and you go over to Victory Lane, or Victory Lane might have been first, right?
Yeah.
Before that, and you said it might not have been the same sort of feeling there.
No, geez, it's, like the race alone was just crazy. I thought it was just maintaining, keeping it smooth and stuff like that, and then things were happening. I was moving to the front, ended up hitting a couple of whoops there, and I'm pretty sure I passed Sean Tunis in the air. We were doing tire clickers in the air there at one point there, and it was pretty wild. Get to Victory Lane, and of course McDonald's. The kids love it, so they're just lined up one end to the next. You could just see, like you said, the buzz is crazy.
So
some of the best.
Yeah. Speaking of buzz, then you said you're at Winnipeg, and it wasn't the same sort of buzz. Like.
Yep. Winnipeg, because we traveled quite a bit throughout, and you can tell the honeymoon phase is over. Like Thunder Bay really has something special. They have, super exciting. Thursday morning, people want to talk about racing. Very exciting. Everybody's happy, smiling faces.
Yeah.
You see so many smiling faces in Thunder City. Go to Winnipeg, you can tell honeymoon's over. Like those diehards there, their flame is still burning, but it gets blown down a little bit. But a lot of good people have been together in it.
Well, even some of those top, like the Ward Emerys, those guys aren't even there all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, I think there's some politics involved, but like you're saying, but yeah.
Yeah, like the
Which is
honeymoon.
unfortunate, yeah.
And then you have people saying this is how you make it better, that's how you make
Yeah.
it better, and then you have controversy and such. But you got to try to keep everything going smoothly. Thunder City's smiling faces.
I mean,
keep smiling.
Emos has some of that as well, right? A lot of hard-working people there, but people who got different thoughts of to do things, right? So we see that.
People don't realize how lucky we are here with what we have, right?
Yeah. I mean, always can improve, like we talk about, but for the most part, it's Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, those Winnipeg boys, Tevin, Renee Plugo, Ward Emery, Sean Tunis, Rick Delane. I was working on them all year, just like, come on, please come out to Thunder City. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Renee has, but the guys that you have never really.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, Ward Emery, a national champ, would be a Kevin Sexton.
Yeah.
Does he still have one?
Is he still racing?
Yeah, I think he's got a
Oh,
late
I-
model. Yeah.
Sexton's,
You remember when I beat him?
No, I do. Yeah, I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
2001 Emo Fall Fair.
Yeah, there you go.
Lots of drinks with those guys, and you can see the spirit still there. They're just happy. They love racing.
They've been all those guys have been doing it 100 years, right?
Yeah.
So bugging him, you got to come out, and he's like, "Is there any chance you get a couple bucks for tow money?" Like they paid $200.
Yeah.
Is it $200?
$200.
Come out that way.
In Winnipeg?
Yeah.
Yeah, if a Thunder Bay person goes to,
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
There you go.
or is it 250?
You're you, Johnny.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you go, we're going. Well, we said we're going to Dead Horse this year, right, Kyle?
We'll see. Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring the show mobile to Dead Horse.
Well,
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, they do have a bunch of 2-day shows. Don't
Yeah,
they?
they're all 2-day.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we gotta figure out a way on get a couple bucks to that race for those guys and bring them out. And hopefully, Rob Stutzky can for sure clear his schedule for at least September. Please, Rob. Make sure that thing.
Larry Booth was working on them a couple years ago for that, remember?
Yeah,
Larry
yeah,
said
Larry,
to
yeah.
me,
Oh, yeah, Larry having the watch party up in Musselwhite,
was
yeah.
in there.
Our good buddy. What else do we got here? Oh, who do you guys gotta thank? Your sponsors. You guys got a list of.
Oh, yeah, I had to
She's
bring
the
that.
smart behind it, so she can start.
Yeah.
Smarts. Do you wanna do people first?
No, we need to list.
Okay, we'll do the businesses first because I mean, everybody on our program is top notch. We love them all through the racing. Never really ends for us.
You also did some charity thing with. Can you?
You want to do charity? Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
I
I'll
love that
talk
too. So
that, yeah.
I think the best part about racing is the platform that we get to do
Yeah.
extra stuff. So I got to do the fundraiser for the breast cancer, which was awesome because now the stickers on my car forever. Sorry, everybody. The All Guts Donuts fundraiser was awesome. The one we're doing coming up on August 6th is that Polar Plunge.
Yep.
Which I
We've
don't
seen
know.
that already.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of the ladies
Ladies,
of racing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Danny Drew, Tegan, Britton, Christina Morrow, Selena Owen,
Amanda.
Kayla Ross, Amanda Smith,
Oh.
and myself. I
Yeah.
might be missing one. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun thing. I think last time I checked, it was 2 days ago, over $3,300.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm jumping. I'll get cold for that. So I think it's one to watch. It's on the 6th from 12 to 2. And yeah, I think the costumes that the girls have come up with.
Live
have
on
been,
location.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to be able to do stuff like that. I think we all know it's just an opportunity that keeps on giving for some. It's crazy, the people in Thunder Bay, the spirit, everything.
Yeah.
Because I said I'm not a part of their family history part, but I'm learning that it's just phenomenal family. It just keeps giving. So yeah, okay, so
Awesome.
I'll do our shout outs because our sponsors are amazing. I'll do the business first.
You're the brains.
Okay, so of course Automation Now and Mahon Electric, amazing group of people. They've been basically family to us for the last 3.5 years.
Yep.
Yeah, they run a C-Can in Corner 3.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Kelly
not the
Campbell
best,
and his
but-
gang up there.
Yeah, Kelly, George, Maddie, there's a whole crew of them. We were told to let everybody know that if you have a sales rep and you do business with either of those two, please reach out to your rep so that you can come schedule a visit because the C-Can always has cold drinks, it's got barbecue,
Yeah.
they take care of our people. We got, it's awesome. It's one of the best ways to watch a race, I think.
No, it is for
I mean,
sure. The C-cans are.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
We got Kilred, TWS, McDonald's, Thunder Bay Truck Center. Needs no introduction.
No.
They
Yeah.
met the whole team.
David mentioned
Amazing. Yeah, he's phenomenal. Ridgeway Clinic. I love them. I work there. They've been awesome. Crown and Birch. They do interior design. Slyn Wood owns the store and also Ridgeway with her husband, Dr. Wood. Amazing. So if you need interior design stuff, kitchens, that whole 9 yards, make your house look nice, that's where you go. Prestige Jack, he's been a good family friend of my dad's for forever. He actually painted my chassis because, you know, car parts are expensive, so we actually brought the bare bones chassis home. So
Okay.
he painted it in my dad's garage, so that's why and he's been a huge help basically even since we were in mosquito days. So he's on the car. Kelly's tax, it's tax time, so everybody go get him, because we haven't worried about taxes in 4 years.
I have to pay. No, well, keep
Well,
going.
maybe go reach out to them and
Yeah.
see. They always, they've helped us for everything. Amazing Clean Services, Ron Retto, who I know you know, but he listens to all my stuff and he supports me.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps me up to date with what's going on.
And of course, all of our Trump Top sponsors that were on my street stock last year,
Yeah.
huge help. Racing's expensive.
Oh, we all know that. We talk about it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody wants to sponsor a B-Mod,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm out there. No.
And I mean, there's people obviously that directly impact our program, like Ed Fukushima. He's been huge for us. His whole family now, actually, we've sort of interconnected. It never really stops for us racing. Like
Yeah.
we were at fundraiser. Like we love him. He's amazing. He's a huge supporter. I mean, he's been racing since the 70s, 60s, 72 for sure, 73. So I don't know if it's in the 60s. So forever. Tons of knowledge. He's basically like plays with the floor unless it's on fire, you're going.
No.
So it's been good for me because I told him after I rolled it I was never racing cars again, and here I am. So the addiction is real.
Oh, it is real.
motorhome. He wanted to buy a camp. We told him, well, no racing. So now our camp is at the racetrack. It's beautiful. Sometimes you get a lake nearby, like Emo.
Yeah, there is one. Yeah.
I actually asked Jesse Thompson if there was fish in there one day, just to appease him. But yeah, my parents have been huge. Like we wouldn't be able to show up every week without them. And then our amazing pit crew who show up every week. We got Chrissy, my crew chief here. She makes sure I'm in my car on time. We got Curtis's dad, Colin, who was in racing too. His uncle, his uncle Kevin. He used to take all the pictures.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure. Uncle Kevin's photos and
Yeah.
Mosquito. They walk around every week with them. Yeah, I remember for sure.
And then obviously I Fukushima because he's on. Well, you guys have all seen him probably underneath the cars working on the beam mods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we love it. He's hands in there, right in there. So he's been super helpful for everything we do. Super grateful for him.
Yeah, we also have my Uncle Kelly there. Is the B-mod. I was like, I don't know if we'll be able to keep that thing together, but he's there through the week. He's patching that thing up.
Yep.
Spending some time in the garage. That's great. Yeah,
Wow.
I'd like to touch on Ed Fukushima. Is just such an inspiring guy. Like he's at the track all the time.
Yeah.
You can't take the smile off his face. He loves that.
Okay.
He loves that stuff.
A buddy of mine who I work with, he kind of just, he came up the other day and he says, you got to talk to that guy. Loves racing. And I said, I see him around. I've known to see him. I've never really.
I've never really talked to him either.
Really?
No.
What?
No.
He said
I see him. I know exactly who he is. But
yeah, it was the Talons. I'm like, yeah, the Talons in the corner of the garage. Maybe we should get that thing running so you can make room for the dirt cars. And his response is, Central boys are out there ice racing, right? I'm like, no, we'll just get them moved out. And then the videos come. They're ice racing out there, right?
Yeah.
So we got the car going.
and you won.
Yeah, we still held together and won.
Yeah.
That car's a rocket. And the smile's there too.
Oh.
Ed just loves that stuff. Holy smokes.
Who?
Die hard.
Who would you guys say are your influences? Like, who influenced you guys to?
Can I go back?
Yeah.
Kelly Campbell at Automation Now.
Yeah.
And George at Mahon's had a major part in this year's car. In our new car is
The JMR. Oh yeah, let's bring that out. We didn't get to that.
yes, so they
You have a new car for this year.
yes, we got a new GMR chassis. And well, the power was lacking a little bit last year, so we got chrome bumpers for it too. It's
Okay.
gonna look beautiful. But yeah, Kelly Campbell
And a new motor.
Well, it's gonna hopefully it has more than what it had last year. That chrome adds 20.
Yeah. Oh, for sure it does.
Is those guys? Yeah, they're just they're there every week too, most of the time, and I'm pretty sure they're there every week. So,
Kelly's another guy I coached against his kid and his son played hockey for me, summer hockey a couple times. So I've known Kelly for quite a while. Another real good guy. Yeah. You're surrounded by some good people there.
yeah, really stepped up this year and said let's make a charge.
Mhm.
Let's give what was it? No excuses left. So
There you go. For them to do that.
yes,
So the influences.
influences. You mean the bad ones?
No. That would be Cat. No.
Oh, she's my trophy wife.
Yeah.
Get the garage fix my car so I can win the trophy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Trust me, I get it a lot.
Yeah. That's a good one.
What's your influences?
Do you want me to tell him?
Give her.
Okay, well, it's you.
Oh.
So, no, not to get all mushy, because, street truck driver can't let, soft spot out, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But, no, when I was winning autocross, he was the president of the club. So that's how I first met him. I shook his hand when he gave me my trophy. So, that's it.
Oh, that's where it
This is where it started.
Look at that. Wow.
Well, sorry to interrupt, but looking at remember some of your old Facebook posts, I think you're a big fan of Shane Sabraski, were you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's Bobby Pearson.
Oh, okay.
Right,
So am
yeah,
I.
yeah, but Shane Spraski's still
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
The Iron Man.
Yeah, he's just, we wouldn't be here without his mechanical expertise. Like, he's been racing for forever, but
Well,
just his ability to, advocate for the sport.
I can say something about Curtis. When I was having all those motor problems, he was checking in every week.
Yep.
I was sending him videos of how the valve train was moving, all kinds of stuff. And he took an interest every week and helped me a ton through all that stuff too. So yeah, he's a good dude.
Then I was like, well, if you can't fix it,
Yeah.
jam that 604 in there.
Well, yeah, I should have did that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been the biggest influence
you have any influences in the dirt? Well, obviously your family, right? And anyone else that you thought, looked up to and thought, I want to be like that, even as a kid, or?
Well, I didn't really know where I was gonna go, but I knew I was gonna race. So it never, the passion never started with the dirt. So it was, started in ice racing, and it was maybe not necessarily about the racing, it was about the mechanical challenge. You're just like, if those guys can do it, I can do it. I gotta figure this out. It's like a brain thing. It's, can't be outsmarted by the next guy.
Yeah.
So the inspiration came from pretty much the challenge itself, and trying to better yourself, and how can you do that? How does Chernovsky do it? That guy's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure he is. Well, that's what you guys are striving to be, right? In the A-mod, you get to beat him, and then you're doing something, right? So a national champ, a rookie, like that's unheard of, really.
It's wild, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt. So inspiration comes from everybody. Is as a whole team, you're inspired to continue on. Like I always said, take away the family out of the pit, take away her out of the pit, I won't be there.
Yeah.
So with everybody there, the smiling faces, the happiness, the family, the everything on how it all comes together is inspiring on its own. That's what I like.
Hey, another thing I just thought of, being double duty, is there a huge difference between the B-mod and the A-mod?
You mean stress?
Well, stress, we all know stress in racing, but drive-wise.
Drive-wise, I always like to think as when you're in that B-mod, the thing's slow. I think that's what I'm in it. This thing's slow. It's controllable. It's easy.
Yeah.
I can think about it. I can drink a beer down the backstretch. It's so slow.
You think too much, are you, Johnny?
Yeah.
Too much. You get that
Especially on
A-mod.
this track.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing in these cars. You have time to think at Thunder City going down the straight. It's not like Mosquito where you're this the whole time and you're not really there. You have time to think. You're like, oh, okay, here I go. What's going to happen here?
So then you hop in the A-mod and you put your foot to the floor in that rocket, and holy smokes, that thing's fast. It's fast.
Yeah.
Then you get back to the pit and Dave Simpson's like, yeah, it's the fastest lap time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going fast. That guy's going faster in a B-mod.
Yeah.
There's B-mods?
Oh yeah.
There's lots of times where he's sitting faster lap times than us.
Yeah,
It's
so
incredible.
exactly.
Well, your dad. That's the point of the 604. Kyle's dad, Kevin, competing in
it's that slippery.
Yeah. People don't. Yeah, maybe people don't understand that part. When it gets super slippery like that, it's not a motor game. It's always nice to have a motor. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a motor game at that point.
Still feels like those A-mods are faster.
Well, it does feel like it. It's
Violent,
violent. It's like a scared cat getting out there.
Yeah, but you look at the times and they're not.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does feel that. I remember from the A-mod days. Yeah.
You grab your foot to full throttle there, and it's like a drag strip. It's got to feel like a 10-second pass.
Yeah.
And it just sets you back, and you're going. B-mod, yeah, there's time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just
And
gotta figure that out a little bit there.
did we go over this year's plans? Just to race all over? You kind of, eh? You kind of touched on that. You guys are going to go all over Thunder City points. What else?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. As last year we said that we both have new cars, so let's put a lot of eggs in that basket. Let's go racing. Let's do this. It's a chance of a lifetime to go racing. So let's go racing. And then this year, we enter it and we're like, should we be conservative? Maybe we can spend some more time at Mosquito for the boys because that's great out there. The Mosquito operation out there is amazing. And so we just think about it. And but when racing starts, probably
All the eggs in the basket.
Yeah.
Let's go.
let's go racing.
Well, I just looked at my watch. We're an hour in.
Longest one yet.
Oh yeah. Who would have guessed that? But awesome.
Good info.
Lots of good info. Did you guys have fun?
Lots of fun.
I got a question. Can I do a question?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Depends what it is, but.
The B-mod class.
Okay. Like where you're going.
Local guys, how many of them and who was able to beat Dave Simpson this past year?
Good question.
Kyle passed him one time in Ogilvy.
Actually, I did. Yeah.
No, to win the race.
I think from.
That passed him?
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to say nobody.
Oh,
Oh, did you?
No, not B-mods.
So we're gonna figure out